Hi, my name is John, and this video is a review of the book American Gothic Short Stories, published by Flame Tree Publishing. This book is a collection of short stories in the Gothic style by American authors, and it ranges from stories that are first published in this volume to stories that are much older. A lot of these stories from older authors are stories that may not be well known in their own right, but they're by authors that have published much more famous works. There's a total of 53 stories in this volume, plus there's a foreword and then a brief biography of all of the authors at the end of the book. In my opinion, there were 6 of the stories that deserve 5 stars. 22 of the stories were 4-star stories. Another 22 were 3-star stories. There were 3 2-star stories, and then there were 0 1-star stories. After I averaged out all of the rankings, it came in just over 3.5. So I went ahead and gave it a 4-star rating on Goodreads. I'm going to provide a full list of the short stories and their star rating in the description. Now I want to talk about the 6 stories that I gave 5 stars to. The first one is titled Stone Baby, and it's by Terri. This story really impressed me because it successfully put me into the shoes of someone I will never be, a pregnant woman. In this story, a woman loses her baby, and in medical terms, a stone baby is a baby that a woman has miscarried, but stays in the womb and then becomes calcified. And if left in the womb, it can prevent future pregnancy. This story follows a young woman who has had such an event and follows her as she contemplates the surgery to remove the fetus. The next 5-star story is A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. I do need to warn you about this story in particular and several of the other stories. They do use racially insensitive language in their stories. If you can put that aside, the main character in this story is a grandmother, and she is going with her son, daughter-in-law, and their children on a vacation. And this story, I think, very perfectly captures a stereotypical American family that is set when the story was written in the mid-50s. The next 5-star story is The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. This is a story I, of course, originally read in school, and it's a classic. This collection does contain one other Edgar Allan Poe story, and I did not find that one as interesting as The Telltale Heart. The next 5-star story is Approaching Lavender by Lucy A. Snyder. In this story, the main character is a young woman who is a newlywed, and she's married to a man with kind of traditional views of marriage. She has a regular day job, and then she paints in her spare time. Her husband asks her to paint a self-portrait. The next 5-star story is Amazing Patsy by Valerie B. Williams. This story follows a grandmother and her granddaughter. The daughter is no longer living at this point. All of the women in this family have a magical ability. The grandmother teaches the granddaughter how to use it. The last 5-star story is Hollow Tree by Nema Wohlenfag. In this story, the main character is a young woman who is murdered by her husband, and her body is stuffed inside a hollow tree. She is then able to watch as her husband repeats this process. She is able to befriend the women who have also suffered the same fate. I was really pleased with the selection of stories in this book. It was a little bit difficult for me to switch from story to story. I'm a little bit more used to reading novels where, you can sit and follow a story for a much longer period of time. But if you're in the market for some short stories of Gothic fantasy, this is a good one to check out. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.